And I finally did it. 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. I say finally. I set myself a target of getting it done at least in under a year. A couple of people said, "Oh, you know, got to take at least a year." So I said, "Okay, challenge accepted." And at the beginning, it kind of looked like, as my followers were going up in small amounts, I thought, it's going to take a year. Maybe I'll give it 13 months. Don't hurry myself. Now, what I want to tell you in this video is there are no tricks. Let me just quickly say, all these videos that are online about how to get, 1 million subscribers in 10 minutes and 50,000 watch hours in 45 seconds, all clickbait nonsense. I just put up consistent footage regularly. I'm going to tell you the steps that I took, what I figured out along the way that helped. There are no tricks. There are supplementary things you can do, little things that do improve a little bit that you can use. Now, I'm not telling you to do what I did because I've got a niche. I've got different equipment, time on my hands, subject matter, all sorts that can make a difference. It's going to be completely different to yours. For instance, I'm a bird photographer, as you might be aware. If you're new to this video or my channel, hello. I'm a bird photographer and videographer. Now, that's a relative. I mean, I've seen people with millions of followers, bird photographers and videographers, and many into the 6 figures and 5 figures. I'll have some of that, please. So, yes, and I'll take that. I'll take 5 figures. That'll do me nicely. So, if you wanted to get into like something big, you would do the clickbaity videos, like the, how to get successful in YouTube, what the tricks are for your 4,000 watch hours, how to get, 1 million subscribers in, a couple of days. Those are the ones that people click on. Even this is why I'm doing this video. These videos of people being monetized are definitely important to people, and they want to see what other people did. So I'll give you a quick review of start to finish when I got into this photography thing. So here we go. Let's stop stretching this video out. So in 2020, when that sea thing hit, I was kind of off and on with photography, more street photography stuff. And then when the shut-ins, lockdowns happened, what am I going to do? So I put out bird feeders and thought, yeah, just get some birds in. They'll be interesting to photograph in the garden. We're stuck in the garden for hours every day. For 4 years of doing social media, at the moment I've got about 12,000 Twitter followers. Instagram never really took off. I got onto that late. I think with Instagram, you had to have been on it for 10 or 15 years because I can't seem to get any traction on that. My Twitter exploded when I started it, I think in 2021. It just was going up by hundreds every day. And yeah, 12,000. And then, yeah, eventually I was getting to the point, right, I'd like to make some money somehow. Would I do photographic tours? Would I sell merchandise, cups and prints and do shows? I don't know. I wanted to be out photographing. I didn't want to be doing labor intensive stuff like printing off thousands of photos and looking after groups of people. I mean, if it comes to it, I might try that one day because I'll have expertise even on, foreign countries, and ones I've not even been to, I'll find birds very quickly. So at some point, I think I looked at the YouTube idea, and I think I only read that you got $1 per 1,000 views. And I'm like, well, it's not really worth the effort, and I don't film anyway. And then I stumbled on something that said you could make anywhere between sort of $3 and 18. I went, hang on, read into it a bit more, and sure enough, that was true. Okay, so why am I going out taking loads of photos just for likes? There's got to be more to this. If I can upload stuff, video and photos, and it happily lined up where I was getting to the point where I was taking photos of most of the British birds, and I needed to move on another level. So video was naturally the next step. So along came YouTube idea at the same time, and two came together perfectly. So I started filming with the lens and camera combo I had at the beginning of 2024, and I put my YouTube online, and I must admit, I went begging on my other socials. Give me a follow if you like birds, please, all that kind of stuff. And I'm a cab driver by trade. So I had a few thousand followers on that account already. And on my Storm Cab Birds Twitter page, I had 12,000. So within the first week or so, I was already at 150. And then it leveled off. And I saw the sort of the numbers creeping up very slowly. Eventually I started going on holidays. I was uploading more footage. I was experimenting with just uploading bird footage. And then eventually I was featuring in them. The biggest problem I had to overcome was the sound. This was eventually the answer. I tried all sorts of ideas of stuffing foam around the camera, a Rode video mic which plugged in the side, which did a pretty good job. The little cheap £20 lapel mics, awful. There was another idea I saw online of the Apple wired earphones with the little speaker, and what you could do is put some foam around that. And I heard some reviews that were quite positive about that. It did actually work. Somebody was standing on a pier, and it was cutting out 95% of the sound. And I thought, what am I going to do? I can't, from my camera all the way to my ear, it's going to be daft. I saw the DJI mic and I thought, okay, let's give it a go. And if it's no good, we'll sell it and we'll just stick with the Rode. So I've gone a little bit off track here. Anyway, so sorted my sound problems out, eventually made some videos. I cleaned up where I could. I went to Hong Kong, went to Faro a couple of times, Menorca, and just to get, there are no tricks, but there are a few things I did learn along the way that do help. One of the major ones, probably the most helpful one, is very, very obvious when I read it, which was make a good thumbnail. When I first heard of the amount of work that some people go through, somebody actually said, he was an influencer of some type, that they put more effort sometimes into the thumbnail than they do the video. And I thought, oh, hard work. But then if you think about what makes you select a video, if you're scrolling through a feed, you stop and you go, something catches your eye. Oh, naturally, that's the one that you're going to pick. And you need to do that to get other people to choose your video. So I went from just letting the algorithm auto pick a still from one of my videos, and then I started making my own ones, and I did kind of notice a jump in the views, and a couple of people saying, oh, nice thumbnail. So, okay, we're off. And then, it was a little bit labor intensive. What I would do is generally I would just screenshot stills from the video and start making a sort of collage. Sometimes it was a couple of birds, sometimes I'd fill the whole thing. I mean, recently I did an experiment, one of those, I don't know if you've tried it yet, where you can try 3 thumbnails and see which one gets more people to click. So I tried that for the first time, and where I thought, plastering my thumbnail with birds would get me more views, more clicks, it was actually the one with just 2 birds, one on either side, big. And I think that might be down to people viewing it on their mobile phones, because obviously when I've looked at it myself, when I've looked at some of my thumbnails on my mobile phone, I can see there's birds, but I can't see what they are, because your phone is so small, and most people, to be honest, are watching on their phone. So you've got to account for that, unfortunately. It's the nature of the beast. I mean, I like to watch my stuff where possible on the 4K TV, because it is beautiful to watch. Now, what I would notice was when I uploaded a video, I would get an initial spike from the first 24 hours to 36 hours of views, and then it would drop off a cliff. And I was like, ah. And then, looking around online, you do a lot of looking around online, look at people's feeds, see their videos, because sometimes you get presented with a video that's got 50,000 views, and oh, who's this? And you click on it, and it's kind of sometimes it's a nobody, and they've got like 600 views on one video, 400, 300, and then 50,000. And read what it is. It's usually something clickbaity, and this is how you get, stop wasting your time with this, do this instead and get 100,000 views and 10,000 subscribers. It's usually those kind of things. It's not usually like, oh, how I polish my wheels on my car or anything like that. It's people are online to make money, to get likes and to get paid if they're on YouTube. So what I started to realize was I was going to have to upload videos very, very regularly. That's going to be labor intensive. So with my thumbnails and my videos, I had to get better and better at editing and quicker and get a workflow so that I could produce work very fast. I could go out and do the footage and the filming and the picture taking, get it home, and I needed it really to be done in an hour or 2 hours, because in the beginning it was sometimes a day or two of editing. Particularly photos. I try now to do everything with video, because video can just be slotted in and chopped up, where photos do need a lot of post editing, sharpening, cleaning up of levels. And then another little trick was shorts. I left shorts for quite a while, wondering what exactly they were. and I uploaded a couple of random ones just to see what would happen, and some got 400 or 500 views. That seems to be the standard for shorts, but some of them I got 2,000-3,000, and I noticed with those 2,000-3,000, 4,000, there was one that got 7, which added to my watch hours to get me there quicker. So even if you were just putting up a short that got 500, 1,000 views, it might get you a couple of new subscribers if you couldn't put up any new videos that day. So it was kind of this constant saving little bits of animal footage, bird footage to put up in shorts on the in-between days. Sometimes I couldn't do any vlogs for 2 days, and I'd fill it with 2 shorts, and that would just keep those views coming in. So I had this little race on. First it was subscribers were ahead, then watch hours were ahead. Eventually my watch hours, I think I hit that in under 5 months, and then the subscribers really sort of like up and down, up and down. I get these surges and then none, surges and then none. And one of the reasons I think I slowed down as well is I think I had my last trip abroad in May to Menorca. So my travel vlogs were the ones that were giving me a lot of views. I noticed, when I do a vlog, even at Cross Ness here, I might get sort of 400 or 500 views, whereas my travel vlogs were getting 3,000-4,000, like the ones to Faro and Menorca. So we've just come to the end of summer, so hopefully we're going to be back on a plane and getting some travel vlogs again. So to round off, upload consistently good videos. Try to be in them. Don't just film something that doesn't get the same sort of engagement as being in the video. Try and be animated. Over the time, get better at editing, get better at speaking. I'm trying to get rid of the ums and the ers and the breaks. I mean, I can edit out. If I break for too long, I can edit it out. Fill in days off. I said fill in days off with shorts. Promote yourself on your other networks. Look around at other people's successful videos. Go and look at the topics that are doing well. And then what you can do is, if you've got a niche subject like I have, try to angle in things that are doing well online with your subject. So for instance, I thought I was going to be doing mostly bird photography. What I've started doing, which does well, is reviews of equipment. So everything from my camera to my microphones to my lens to my chest harness to compatible batteries, and are they the same, better or worse than original batteries? Are they worth it? The settings on my camera, how to take pictures of birds in flight versus birds in a tree. People will watch stuff where there's things that will help them get better, make money, improve themselves. People love reviews of equipment, so that's always thrown in every sort of 3 or 4 vlogs. I'll put in something, a review, whether I like something or not. And just to remember, there are no tricks, there are no shortcuts. Some people get very lucky. I've been looking around at people who have been around longer than me, are better photographers than me, got more equipment than me, better finances than me, and they've not got many subscribers or video, and their content is great, but it's just not taking off. It is pure luck, and I'm just going on uploading as much as I can, and maybe 1 or 2 will take off and make me successful. I think usually that's what happens. I remember, this is an example I've given to a few people asking me about bird photography. I came across a video of a sparrowhawk on a dove. I think it was a wood pigeon. And it was put onto my feed as a suggestion. So I saw straight away 20 million views. I went, oh, is this channel massive? So I clicked on it, and the person only had 5 videos over the last like 3 or 4 years. And one of them was like 500 views, one was 1,700, 800, and then this one, 20 million. And they had 47,000 subscribers. I don't even think they had a bio picture. There was just like the YouTube random one. But they'd got 47,000 subscribers, probably from click-through from that video. And there were hundreds, well, thousands of comments. Who knows why that took off? I mean, it was just a mobile phone video. It wasn't studio quality. They just filmed it on a mobile phone and put it up. It was kind of shaky, and the person was walking around going up and down. So there's no secret. It's just, you've just got to keep filming and hoping that your thing takes off. It could just be the one video that sets off your whole channel. But in the meantime, consistency, hard work, thumbnails, do your research. Try not to click too many of those how to get 1 million subscribers in 20-minute things, because they're all clickbait and they're all just reworded slightly differently every single time to get you to click on them. And I can tell you now, I've watched enough of them that they just kind of waffle on for the first 10 minutes of the 15-minute film, give you a half a nugget at that 10-minute mark, and then carry on. And you're like, was that something? I don't know. I guess it was something. So I think I've covered everything. I'm going to go off and do some more filming and photography and get it uploaded to my channel, and we're going to grow. I'm already at 1012 because I hit the number 2 days ago. It's now September the 4th. I hit the number on September the 2nd. I started my channel in February this year, 2024. There's the screenshot to show you. You can see for yourself.